What it do, man? It's the rebuttal. Welcome to the greatest podcast on Facebook, YouTube, even TikTok if they don't get banned. This is 2025, the first episode of Put the Kids to Bed and Let's Talk of 2025. So, look, man, we're going to start this off with a toast. Let me get it right. Let me get in the camera with it. Toasting to the new year. New success, new elevation. We raising high, we vibrating high. We starting this one off with the importance of forgiveness. There will be I would say 3 or 4 parts to this. We get a little deep into the conversation. We definitely do. And this the top of the year, so I feel like it's nothing better than starting off with forgiveness. We not gonna carry 2024 battles and negativity and all that into this year. You feel me? We elevating this year. We elevating. We not claiming enemies. We not letting all those bad things weigh us down. Nah, we floating. We floating to success. Whatever y'all trying to get this year, I hope y'all get it. Cause I'm definitely gonna get mine. You feel me? But I'm very excited, man. I'm very excited to see how this year go, the direction of the show. Yes, we are streaming now on Thursdays. Uh Also, we are streaming on YouTube. I'm gonna put that link in the chat. The YouTube link is in the chat. If you want to check us out on YouTube instead of Facebook, you can watch us on YouTube too. We concurrently or simultaneously streaming over there too. Yeah, we doing it big. A few announcements. So we will every Thursday do a topic dedicated podcast, but we also will once a month start doing Put the Kids to Bed and Let's Talk Politics, which will be a weekend show, typically Saturdays, where we talk about things happening in politics and the world, you know? We're gonna keep y'all updated. Um, Man, we reaching out to more people. We trying to get more people. And tonight we have our first everybody on the screen podcast, meaning y'all gonna see everybody face. Y'all gonna get to see their reactions. Now every podcast will not be like this because everybody doesn't want to be on camera. But this one is on camera. Not gonna hold y'all up too much longer. But I'm super excited, man. Let's take another toast, one more toast before we get started. And this is not wine. This is pomegranate juice, organic pomegranate juice, the real kind, the kind that your grandma probably used to drink. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Let's kick it off. No further ado, let's go. All right, so let's get this show started. We got 4 special guests with us today, and yes, y'all can see their faces. Ain't that something? We moving up in the world. We moving up in the world. So let's start. Let's start it off. Introduce yourselves to the grown folks in the chat.
Hello, my name is Mariah. I'm from Mississippi.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, I'm Ashley Fairley. I am from Mississippi, but I'm located in Pensacola, Florida.
Hey y'all, it's Jazz. I'm from Mississippi.
Hello, everyone. My name is Akeem. I am from Moss Point, Mississippi, but currently reside in Stockbridge, Georgia.
Mm. Stockbridge sound like a cool place. All right, so today we here to talk about forgiveness. Since it's so many people on here, I'ma just say, we know how to talk without being rude. We know how to talk to people. So like
jump in where you fit in, and if you need to ask somebody a question, you can do that. It's like, it's just an open discussion. But I do got questions lined up. Let me pull up the questions. Okay. So, like I said, we here to talk about forgiveness. How do y'all define forgiveness? For me, forgiveness is saying I'ma forgive you. Like I'm not gonna do nothing to you, even though I feel like you did me wrong, and I'm not gonna attack you. I'm not gonna try to do something to negatively impact you because I forgave you. Like that's what forgiveness means to me. What does it mean to y'all?
Forgiveness to me, I agree. You let it go completely. You exonerate this person of any wrongdoing. You don't forget, but you do let it go and you move on from it. That's what forgiveness means to me.
Okay.
For me, it's a combination of that. It's also changing the attitude towards the person. So your attitude and how you move towards that person, it changes if you forgive them. You don't hold resentment. You change. You may show compassion. You may avoid them. Just your attitude change towards that person, or your behavior change towards that person if you truly forgive them.
So you feel like your behavior gotta change towards them. That's interesting.
Yeah, you can also say I forgive someone, but if you say I forgive you, but then you still holding resentment and you just waiting on an opportunity, that's not, you can,
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Anybody else? What's y'all definition?
So I would say it's letting go anger and resentment towards somebody who's wronged you. That's one. And then it's also saying like, you don't owe me anything. Like I'm releasing you of like the debt emotionally, because
I like that.
still run me my money if you owe me some money. But yeah, emotion, like the emotional debt. Like you don't have to like beg and plead. If I forgive you, I forgive you. You ain't gotta do all that.
I like that. What about you, King? How you feeling, man? About this forgiveness?
I would have to piggyback off of what Miss Mariah says. Like, I agree. I'm leaning towards what she's mentioned about forgiveness.
Okay. I like what y'all saying. For me, my forgiveness now at this age, it come with boundaries and levels. I can forgive you, but that don't mean I'm gonna let you back in my life.
Right.
And also, if I forgive you and I do allow you to still be in my life, you might not still hold that same meaningful position that you once held.
Yeah. Your
But
behavior change. It changes towards, you don't want to get hurt again. You don't want that person to do whatever they did to you. So you just put them at a different level in your, I don't know, in your stack of people, I guess, around the space that you have.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's largely dependent on what they did. Like, let's say I had a friend who stole from me. And on top of that, they did multiple things. If they had just stolen from me and we had a conversation, I would forgive that person. And depending on how that conversation went, that would decide whether or not I would want to have them in my life or I would trust them again. Trust and forgiveness are two different things, of course, because in order for me to continue to let you in my life, I have to trust you. But I can forgive you without that trust.
That's deep. That's deep. Why do y'all think it's so important to forgive?
So your Heavenly Father will also forgive you.
Yeah. I also feel that forgiveness is for you, I don't know about y'all, but when something has happened in my life and I feel like a person either did something or could have done something in like my childhood or whatever, if I'm around that person, that thing come up in me. Like I feel it like immediately. I'm like, oh dang, I didn't know I still had that towards that feeling. it just comes up. And so I'm like, man, I still got something in me that's triggered by this person. They didn't say anything. This stuff could have happened years ago. But if I see that person, or even just like a notion of that person or the situation, I'm just gonna I feel that feeling of it's like it just happened. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I know that that's for me. It's good for me to let go of that because I'm empath person. Like I
Mm-hmm.
just go off other people's feelings sometimes. I can feel it. So for me, I can get stuck in my own head if I let that thing sit too long. So it's really important for me to forgive people, not really for the other person.
Okay.
Mhm. For me, I have to forgive people, especially if it's like, if they ask for it or not. I have to forgive people for me because I don't want to, like Ashley was saying, I don't want to carry around that weight. I don't want to be the one to have this grudge. And this person probably doesn't even know that they did something wrong sometimes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But if they do know, I still forgive them for me. At the end of the day, I got to take care of me too.
And there's a quote about holding unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Mhm.
That's
Dang.
basically what it is. Like when you hold it
Mm-hmm.
in, you feel that those, and I don't even like using like negative emotions. They're just heavy emotions. I don't necessarily want to call them negative because
I agree.
you
Mhm.
hold that heavy emotion and then to hold it and carry it around all day, like that
Right.
gets tiresome on your soul. They can
Mm-hmm.
go about their day.
And it
Right.
can bleed into everything.
Unforgiveness affects you. And
And
then it
stress
affects
level.
your ability to even trust and engage with other people, regardless if they made an offense towards you or not.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Gets down to the biological like level too, because if you have so much stress or so much unforgiveness, your health is impaired by that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's if we're gonna get to how people get depressed and all these things like that. I mean, it may be not the same thing, but all those mental illnesses come from a root. And you may like,
Mm-hmm.
what? I've got this root problem that I haven't forgiven this person or I haven't let this go. Now it's messing up my health. Now I have migraines. Now I can't sleep. Now I got eating disorders. Just different things lead to other things. And so I feel like getting down to the root of a problem is always something more on the spiritual side of it and just the emotional side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So wait a minute. So how would you know if you truly, truly forgave somebody? Truly.
For me,
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking to my husband
Good
about this the
question.
other day. I don't know if I truly truly forgive people, and that's just that's when he said that this is what we were talking about. I was like, man, ugh, because
Ah,
I can say it, and I want to forgive them. Like my
yeah.
whole being wants to be like, yeah, I'm done with that. Shoot, but I'm not even thinking about that person. But like I said earlier, when that thing come back around, it's still in me. So have I truly forgave them?
Have you truly
No.
forgave him? No.
Have I truly
I'm
forgave
No.
them?
I'm gonna help
Because
you
I'm gonna
out
tell
with
you
it.
why.
I'm gonna help you out with it. Can you tell her why though? Then I'm gonna help you out, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
let
gonna
me
help you
know.
out.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you say that you forgive somebody, but your heart says differently. So if you saying it out your mouth, but
Mm.
you truly feel totally different from what your heart really feel of what you
Mhm.
just said. Oh, I forgive you, but your heart says, no, no, you don't. You don't really mean what you said.
You just suppressing it.
Right.
Hmm.
Mm.
So I think two things can be true at one time.
Mm.
So
Okay.
you can forgive somebody and still feel unsafe when they're around.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's probably what
You're
that is.
triggered because you feel unsafe whether they broke your trust or they violate your person. So forgiveness is not, like she said, forgiveness and trust is two different things. So I can forgive you and still not feel safe around you. One, because you haven't exhibited any behaviors that says that you changed.
Mm.
So God calls us to forgive, but he doesn't call us to be stupid.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Mhm.
watch your patterns to make sure that you're changed, because when somebody offends you, regardless if they ask for forgiveness or not, to reconcile back, you need repentance. And repentance just means turning. So if you don't turn from what you did to offend me in the first place, then I can't, with a sound mind, allow myself back in your presence because you haven't exhibited anything that shows me, hey, this person is not about to hurt me again, whether it be physically, mentally, emotionally, however. So you can forgive somebody and still feel unsafe because they haven't exhibited any qualities that showed you that they won't harm you again. And that's fair.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Okay. So
I agree.
let me help you out though. Let me help y'all out. Well, not help y'all out, but this is something I learned today. Cause like for me to get in the mood to talk about this, I was like watching videos on forgiveness and healing. And a dude said something about forgiving and forgetting. And now I done changed it in my mind to don't forget that you have forgiven them. So every time it come up, like every time you have that thought of getting mad at them or thinking about what they did, you got to remember to forgive them again. Cause it's just like once it hits you again, it's like it happened all over again. So you have to constantly forgive them.
So it's not
And
like a one-time thing. It's
yeah,
continual.
it's a continuous thing.
Absolutely.
And that really helped me because I was like, dang, okay, that makes sense. So all these people I think I done forgave, I really haven't because I still allow myself to go through that anger and sit in it and stuff like that. But now if I remember to forgive every time that come up, it's gonna help me. And it made me think about in the Bible where it say you should forgive somebody like 77 times or 777 times.
77 times 7 in a day.
77 times 7. So to me, that made me think that might be how many times I gotta remember to forgive them for the same thing for one thing, but it done came up that many times in my mind when I see them. So forgive, but don't forget that you forgave them once you have that same thought or get reminded of what they did.
That's good.
Yeah, she helped me change my life today.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think
Okay.
that's a big thing, though. People forget that they do have to do the work to be able to get to that point of truly feeling like they've forgiven someone. That's good insight.
Yeah, and the for me part, I understand what it means, but I think a lot of people may feel pressured when they hear that. Don't forgive them for yourself. Could y'all like
Absolutely.
expound more on what that means to y'all when people say that?
So the offense is their responsibility. The healing is your responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
I
'Cause
feel
they
like
can't
if you
heal
get
you.
stuck, you get stuck in that. It's no movement with that. You stay
And
right
it's
there.
unfair. It's
Yeah.
unfair, but the healing is your responsibility. And it sucks. It sucks because they offended you. But the
Right.
healing part is your responsibility because you are your responsibility.
Yeah, that's what I was
Mm.
saying. Basically, like not staying in that. He said, "What does it mean? What does it do for you? Like if you have forgiven them, keep you moving forward.
Oh
You know, and
yeah.
that you can get the healing that you need through all the different avenues. And look, y'all, I'm not the first person to tell you that. I I sometimes I ride that resentment train. I get on board and I just want to stay there, that vindictive train. I just want to just be in that moment. But you can't stay there because then you start thinking evil and all the things start entering in you.
Mm.
So the healing is necessary. It's mandatory, really.
Mm.
We just gotta get to that point.
So wait a minute. So this keeps bothering me.
What is it?
So if someone did something to me
Mhm.
and I forgave that person, but every time I see this certain individual, I still remember. Does that mean that I have truly forgave that person?
You talking about trust, right? Trust
So
and forgiveness.
Do I need to say it again?
no. I think
Okay, help me understand this.
so. The way I know I forgave somebody is if I don't have no like ill will when I think of them. Like I don't want nothing. So a guy had scammed me with a car, right? I couldn't get a
Mm.
title for the car, but I paid for it.
Dang.
Every time I thought of that dude, I was like, I hope. When I saw his mugshot, and I was like, I hope.
Mhm.
And then, I know I ain't forgave him because I'm over there like, I hope somebody do you, dog you out in that jail cell, baby. Look. I know I forgave when I'm like, that man can go on about his life.
Mm.
So you really haven't
So,
forgave that
so
person
it's
then.
it's not that I remember not to give that man my money. And I remember when somebody looking for a car, hey, don't go over there.
Right.
Right.
Because
So
God gave you
let's
a memory for a reason, because also he wants you to
Mm.
remember the good things, all the good things that he's done, all the, your memory serves a purpose. So you
Okay.
can notice patterns, so you won't fall down the same pattern. So you can remember and be heed and watch for the signs
Mm-hmm.
and still forgive somebody, because again, God don't want you to be no stupid. He don't want you to be no fool.
Yeah.
He got you the
And
brain.
I think forgiveness doesn't happen as soon as you say I forgive the person. You have to be willing to do it. But you gotta, like, depending on the hurt, you gotta rewire your brain. Every time your
Mhm.
brain have that thought or you remember that hurt, you gonna have to calm yourself down and be like, I forgive them. And then eventually when that reminder come, it don't take you to that place of anger or frustration or whatever it take you to. But
Mm-hmm.
different things gonna take longer.
Yeah.
Different things gonna take longer. But
Mhm.
long as you trying, it should help. But you gotta rewire that connection you got with that thought or with that, situation.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
think that also a good indicator to know that you truly forgiven someone is put yourself in a room with them. Not really. If you couldn't do that, really, like put yourself in a room with them. If you can be yourself, not like 100% yourself like you were when you had that built up relationship, but a good portion of yourself around that person, I think that you've truly forgiven them. If you can think about what they did to you and not get angry anymore, you just think like, oh, that happened. I mean, I learned from that. I'm not going to forget. I'm grateful to have learned this. I would have loved to learn a different way, but I think that once you think about it, and or if you're in that room with that person, I think you've truly forgiven them.
That's good.
I like that.
I like that too. I like that
That
too.
was good.
So yeah, that was good. That was great. Next question. Does your forgiveness come with expectations of the other person? For example, I only forgive you if you admit that you was wrong, or I only forgive you if you promise to never do it again. Does your forgiveness come with expectations?
Well, I'm just gonna say, if I'm gonna truly forgive someone,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I just want that weight lifted off my chest. I don't want that burden on me after I truly forgave somebody. So if the other person don't feel the same way how I feel about forgiving this individual, then that's on them. Okay, then I done my part. I forgave this person the best way I know how. So however this person feel, hey, they got to live with it. Anybody else got something to say about that?
I
The
agree.
spokesman. The
Yeah. I
spokesman.
mean,
Am I
I still
wrong?
expect
Y'all
them
tell
to
me
do
if I'm
something.
wrong.
Oh,
No,
you're
that's
right.
good. I expect them to still change, for the most part. If they gonna be around me, and I told them that this hurt me, and I
Mm.
told them that, hey, this bothers me, and you didn't change your way, then that means, okay, I can still forgive you, but I'm not gonna be around you. So because you're
Mhm.
continuing to hurt me, and my healing process is gonna take a long time. So if you
Mm.
continue to do the same thing that I told you not to do, and I'm working with you to forgive you, and I'm willing to forgive you, but you continue doing the same thing. So why would I set myself up to for
Uh-huh.
failure? You know what I'm saying? And I set
And
myself
I
up
agree
to
with
go
that
through
one.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
move on
good.
regardless, however they feel. But at the same time, if I have to be around you, there's some people that I had to forgive, that I quote unquote forgave, and I don't have to see them ever. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them no more. But just the thought of them sometimes, or if I'm telling a story about, hey, this happened to me when I was little, this is what happened. I get that feeling of like, oh, they, But I don't wish no harm on them. I feel what I felt, and I don't know if that's forgiveness or still unforgiveness. I just feel the same way I felt when when I was going through it. So I just don't have to see them. But if I got to be in your space and you got to be in my space, say if it's a coworker, say somebody I'm doing business with, say if it's my husband, my family member, whoever. If you haven't changed the behavior that caused us to have an issue, then clearly you're the enemy.
Mm.
That's how I can say it. I don't know. Y'all
Okay,
let me
then.
know.
Okay, then. So piggyback off what you just said. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so after you done forgave this person, so after you done did what you had to do about forgiving this individual, that's when you pray for that person
Yeah.
and hopefully and ask God to help this individual to change for the better, whatever the situation may be,
Yeah. You
and let
continue to
God
pray
handle
for
the
them.
rest.
I just don't need to be, if I can help to be around that person, because you still got to go through your own healing journey in the midst of praying. We pray, but we got to work too. So I'm not going to just sit there and just let it continue to just manifest itself, because now I'm working in something. Now I'm being phony. I'm just like, okay, I can forgive you. I could pray for you, but I don't have to be around you, if that makes any sense. I
Mm.
think it's about think about like Jesus, right? He's not gonna keep dying on the cross, or he's not gonna keep going through that over and over and over because he should, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
He
he's not
ain't
gonna
doing it no
continue
more,
to do
sis.
that. Yeah. So if people say, "Oh, he forgave
Man,
me," oh,
I've
God know
never
my
heard that
heart,
before. That's crazy.
No.
he's not gonna keep
That's so
doing it. You
good.
know what I'm saying? Like he's not gonna just keep on doing it. And that's just how I think about that. And I'm
Mm.
not trying to be super deep or anything, but that's everything we need to know is in the Bible, really. All the things
Baby,
that
that
we
was good to me. That was good to my soul.
yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never heard that before. Jesus
Me
ain't getting back on the
either.
cross now.
He's not gonna
Jesus
Mm-mm.
keep
not getting back on the
because
cross.
And I
people say
love
that all
it.
the time. He know my heart. How
I
many
love
times do he gotta
it.
die for your sins? You keep
Man,
doing it. You
man,
ain't
You
gonna.
better
Jesus.
preach in here,
The Bible even
girl.
talks about how once you come into the knowledge of sin, there remaineth no more sacrifice for you. Like, and that's scary
Mm.
because it's like, oh, we can, I'm not saying that God won't give us grace. That's when grace steps in because we need grace. We all need grace. But at the end of the day, he's not going to keep dying for our sins. We keep doing the same thing. So I'm not going to keep forgiving you when you keep hurting me. I'm
Mm.
just going to just let you be. I'm going to pray for you. And then maybe God will change your heart. Or maybe how some of the people in the Bible, he kept them with a cold heart. He kept them like that they were. Think about Miriam. He kept them like that for however long. He kept them. And I don't want that to happen to me. So I gotta get it off my chest. That's for you to release
Yeah,
that. What you say, repent, get that off of you
yeah.
because it'll stay in you. Oh Lord, I ain't trying to preach. But
Girl,
yeah,
you
go
better,
ahead.
you
Let's
Next
better
go.
question.
come up.
Yo,
Go
yo.
ahead.
I'm not
This
Say
preaching.
is this is not a Christian podcast, but
Sorry.
I'm
but no,
agreeing.
Disclaimer.
it's all good though. It's all good. I'm saying
She
like,
coming with
don't
the
feel like
biblical
you can't be
receipts.
a part of the conversation if you're not Christian. That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
That's why I was trying
Uh,
not to do
we in
that.
Mississippi. We all from the South, so
Try not to
so you
do it
say how you
we
like
feel about
you
both.
wake up the Bible verses, but this is not a Christian podcast. If you don't, you know what I'm saying. If you don't subscribe to that, you still need to be a part of this conversation. That's all I'm saying. But
sorry, no.
you ain't got to apologize. I love what you
Yeah.
said.
Uh-uh.
I just don't.
Ain't
Yeah,
no
it's just
condemnation. Uh-uh.
it just comes out. Sorry. It just
Nah,
yeah.
that's you. Like it
It's
ain't that
in you.
wrong with it.
It's
Yeah,
in you, baby. It ain't on you. It's in you.
yeah.
Shout. No.
Mm.
I just don't. I'm
Yeah,
with
no,
it. I'm with it. I just don't want people to think that they only gotta have
yeah,
one way.
no
Uh,
problem.
did anybody want to add to that before I move on to the
Oh,
next
that was
question?
good.
No, I'm
But
straight.
also, I'm gonna just say this.
Okay.
As much as it depends on you, do whatever you can. And when you cannot, that if people don't show you who they are and don't change, it's just as much as it depends on you. You try.
Right.
Try to one, a lot of people don't know that they hurt us. Like also communicate. Let's be adults, y'all. Let's communicate what hurt us because
Tell them.
people really don't be knowing.
Tell
You
'em.
can't just assume that everybody grew up the same way that you grew up and
Right.
knew
Yeah.
that, just assume that they know that they messed up. Let's be adults. Some of our issues is us just not even communicating, let somebody get the opportunity to change.
Yeah.
And then two is that if you communicate and you say, hey, this ain't gonna work with me, that's when, as much as it depends on you, so actually try. Let's that's
Mhm.
also like we can hurt our own feelings by not communicating.
Right.
Nah,
That's
I
not.
yeah.
I got a question, James, for
What's
you.
up?
I guess for anybody. My sister was talking about her story, right? You know how we have everybody has their story that they tell. And in the story, she was talking about she made a clause, family betrayed me, friends betrayed me. And so one of my family members got upset because it hit home because it didn't say no name, but it just
They
we
know
know the
who they know
situation.
who they were talking. Okay.
Right. Hit dog go holler. Right. So, anyways, how do you feel about that? Like, if I write a book about say if I wrote a book about anything, I got a lot of different chapters. So I just write a book about, let's say, childhood, my memoir or whatever, and there's gonna be people in there that
Mm,
they are gonna get offended. So how do you say
definitely,
that? Like,
definitely.
how do you share that? How people do it all the time. You hear. I just read Maya Angelou's book or whatever. She talked about the different people, her stepdad raping her and all these things, right?
Mm.
So like, how do you, without saying that you're forgiven, you didn't forgave that person, but you write a you dedicate a book to about your memoir of your life or whatever. How do you not offend them? And how does that work if you do offend them? Like,
Mm.
is that forgiveness still stand? Are you saying I still forgive them, or
I would say it go to them healing from for them forgiving themselves and like that's not your job to
right?
unless I mean you got to think about where is this coming from. Are you telling this story to help people? Are you gonna give them some? Well, you might not give them no money because they hurt you, but
Mhm.
are you
Right.
like where is this coming from? And I mean, letting them know maybe you could use a different name. Like maybe y'all can compromise, but the story got to get told. But
Right.
at the end of the day, they did that shit. So
But I'm saying, like she
it's
said,
all
that they don't
them.
know that they don't know that they wronged you, or they didn't know that they hurt you that bad. They never even
Mm.
communicated through. Like, you never had the conversation. So you read this book.
Oh,
This girl, it was another lady on my Facebook. She wrote a book about her marriage and her divorce and all that. And the divorcee or whoever, the guy came, he's still alive. He was like offended. She changed the names in the book, but the story was her story of her, how what they were doing and how she
mm,
became a divorcee. And so
yeah,
he was just very offended. He was like, "You bringing me down, you shaming
damn,
my name,
damn,
I'm a preacher now. This is
damn.
bad, this looks bad
Oh,
on
he a
me."
preacher and he feel bad.
Yeah, he feel
He
bad now because that was what
That's
happened.
it. He just tripping. He lame. Like
And
for
so,
me, if somebody write a book about the rebuttal, guess what I'm gonna do? Write my version. Hey, okay,
right.
let me get some money too. Then let me tell my story. But
Yeah.
that's just me though. But I mean, I would if it's somebody close to me that I love. Like say I wrote a story about my dad and our relationship, I
Mhm.
wouldn't let it end with us on a bad note. I would still try to like work it out in the book or whatever, just because I feel like you're supposed to honor your parents. So it's like
Right.
I ain't gonna throw that much dirt on you and not, because you like, damn,
Right.
why would I tear you down if I say I forgave you? Why would I tear you down? Like I would try to like leave some room for redemption, but that's just me. Everybody don't have
Yeah,
to do that.
that's good.
I,
Okay.
I
I just
also
was trying to
think
figure out.
also think that like if a person has went as far as to write a book, I'm pretty sure that person know that they dogged them out and they just weren't willing to acknowledge it because
Mm.
of selfish reasons. And another thing is like um
So there it go. There it go. The first part of forgiveness. That might have felt short. It felt short to me, but this beta, so I ain't know that y'all would be investing into it like this the first time. I might put it like a little 10 minutes longer next time. But now, hold on. I can't even I gotta make sure my audio right. Let me make sure my audio right. Boom. Let's do this right here. Let's do this. Where we at? Properties. Okay. So yeah, that was the first part. Hope y'all like that. But now it's time for my favorite part of the show, which is the call in. The call in. I feel like y'all had a couple of things to say in the chat, which I was really feeling like forgiveness. That's a big thing, you know? That's a big thing. That's a tall task for a lot of people. It's been a tall task for me in my life. So at this time, I would love for y'all to call in and let me know, you know, how y'all moving with forgiveness. How y'all left y'all on the cliffhanger. Let's go, man. That's how you do it though. I need y'all to come back, man. Y'all just can't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just can't get it all in one walk. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep going, you know? But now it's time to call in, man. Let's talk about forgiveness. Holla at me, let me know what y'all thinking about forgiveness, you know? The number is on the screen, 601-336-2003, you know? Let me know, man. Let me know, cause it's the beginning of the year. I know y'all mad at somebody. Y'all mad at somebody. We gonna work it out. We gonna work it out, man. We gonna work it out tonight with the rebuttal. So go ahead, call in. We gonna go through the motions of forgiveness, man. Cause for me, I be thinking I forgive people, but I really don't. I really don't. It be kind of hard, especially depending on what they did too. Like, okay, we got a caller. I can't hear it though. Let me see. Let me see. Can you hear me? The speakers. Trying to do too much at one time, bro. It's crazy. Oh, I ain't had it. Call back, man. Call back. I think call back, man. Say y'all left that in 2024. Let me see. Can I call back? Let me see. Can I call back, man?
Hello?
Yo, it is the rebuttal. Welcome to the greatest podcast on Facebook. What it do, man? Who I got on the phone with me?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Oh, hold up. Dang. That's crazy. Can you hear
Hello?
me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There you go. Welcome to the greatest podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and even TikTok if it don't get banned, bro. What's up?
Man, you down bad for leaving us hanging like you did, bro. I don't appreciate that.
Hey,
I don't forgive you for that.
like it was just getting good. Like, yeah, I did that on purpose too. But yeah, I
Yeah.
like it though. I like it. I like how y'all was into it. What you got on forgiveness though, bro? Like, are you a forgiving person?
I feel like I'm one of the most forgiving people. I to a fault. Like I feel like I forgive people to a
Mm,
fault. But I feel like it's certain things that's like I ain't gonna say unforgivable, but I know how to move with you after a certain situation, right? So I forgive you, but that don't mean I have to grant you access to me no more. So I can forgive you,
okay.
but not have you a part of my life, or not have you a part of certain, connections or involvement with me or situations involved with me.
Mm. And so do you feel like at this point in your life you have forgiven everybody, or is there like certain things or people that you feel like you may never forgive?
Uh, I feel like there is certain people that I haven't forgiven, but that's because I don't know, because forgiveness is more so about you.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. I guess because it's just something some things you just can't get over. Like I don't think I've forgiven my father for never being in my life, but
That's deep.
I don't, I don't want the relationship. Like it ain't nothing that I'm like trying to go get or
Mm,
garner or try to, reach out about
yeah. So you
because
feel,
I'm good.
but you
But then
still,
you can tell people that and they be like, no, I don't know. I don't understand how you can say you good about it. But now you just come to, a certain point and you be like, oh no, I've moved past it. I've, grown past it. But well, I guess maybe I have forgave. Okay, you can forgive people without telling them they've been forgiven.
yeah, I think so. I think that's fair to
So
say.
yeah. So I feel like you can forgive people without it being acknowledged or without it being brought up.
Yeah, I
It's
think
just a
that's
different
fair.
type of forgiveness. But I also feel like you shouldn't, keep it on your mind and harp on things. If you have forgiven somebody, you should let it go because, all you're doing is, it's not being beneficial to you.
Yeah. You,
Because the person that wronged you, they probably don't even care at all in the slightest.
so you don't need an apology to forgive people. Like
Oh, no, no.
what? So even if they never acknowledge it or nothing, you cool. Oh, they want to know who
I
we
didn't,
talking to, bro. My bad. Introduce yourself. My bad. I'm moving
oh,
backwards.
I'm sorry. My name is DJ Davis. I was in the chat a little bit, joking around with you guys, but yeah, I don't feel like I did. Everybody, I feel like it's courtesy to give somebody an apology, but I don't feel like people get what they deserve in life. So I don't feel
Mm,
like I'm required to receive anything from anybody. Like I said, I feel like forgiveness is more so for you. So I'll forgive somebody that don't even know they wronged me. I don't feel like you have to like point out everything either, because we grown people, we know right from wrong. We know when we did somebody wrong,
yeah.
and they'll get it when you just stop messing with them or like they don't hold the same value in your life. And if they want to reach back out and acknowledge you and then offer an apology for it, then that's on them. But I don't necessarily need it to move past it in my eyes.
Okay. Have
But if
you?
it's somebody that's still trying to continue a relationship, well, yeah, I'm gonna bring it to their attention. Hey, I feel like you wrong me in this
Okay.
way.
Okay. That
But
makes
if
sense.
it ain't somebody I'm just trying to hold on to, like I can forgive them, but I don't. Like I said, I don't have to grant you access to me anymore.
Yeah. So is that something you had to learn?
Yeah,
Or
I feel like I ain't learned that till like more recently in life. Like I used to be real forgiving. I just forgive anybody for anything, but that leads to you get taken advantage of in a lot of cases because people gonna be like, oh, no matter what I do to them, they're gonna forgive me for it. So I had to learn to forgive and remove access.
yeah. Yeah. And is there so okay, you said something about your father. Do you if he wanted the relationship, would you be able to deal with building it or would it be like I'm good, I don't even want to even go there? Like how would you move with that?
I'm good.
Okay.
It's crazy because it actually came up a few years ago. Like I said, I had never spoke to him, never talked to him, all that type of stuff. And his sister reached out to me, and
Mm.
she connected us, and we had a brief conversation on the phone. It lasted maybe like 2-3 minutes, and
Wow.
in those 2-3 minutes, I was like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Mm. And I think that's important to know that you can forgive, like you said, you can forgive somebody, but you cannot want to continue a relationship because why put your just because I forgave you doesn't mean I gotta sign up to get hurt every
Yeah,
day
it don't
by
mean I
you.
gotta, put myself in a position to have to forgive you later on in life, or have to deal with, some of the stuff that's gonna come with you being in my life.
Right, right, right. And when it comes to parents, a lot of people will hit you with that, man. That's your mama or that's your daddy, man. You only get one. You need to
And
just
that's why you honor them like it says in the Bible. But
mm,
he never say nothing about like I ain't disrespecting them because I
yeah.
ain't there to disrespect them. I ain't. But
I mean, I feel like choosing your peace, no matter who it is important. Whether that be
that's all I have to say. People feel obligated to be in your circle or be in your life, you being a part of theirs. But no, that ain't nothing that's given. You gotta earn that.
Nah, you definitely gotta earn it, man. One more question. Okay. Did you hear the part when I said forgiving is like a daily task for me with certain people or certain things?
Nah, that's crazy because it sounds like some of them people need to be removed.
Well, no, like okay, let's
You got
say
somebody trying you on a daily? That's
well,
crazy.
nah, not trying me, but let's say okay, say somebody did something very hurtful to me, but I gotta continue a relationship with this person because
Oh, you have to.
I
Yeah,
have to due
yeah.
to like a job obligation or something, right?
Okay.
Um,
That's just where professionalism and like I feel like it's crazy to hold grudges and stuff at work because people are human at the end of the day. People gonna
okay.
make mistakes. People gonna cross you. People gonna do stuff that you wouldn't necessarily do. But somebody said earlier, we were all brought up different. We were all raised different. Some things that may hold value to you may not hold value to others.
Mm,
And so I try to look at it from a perspective like that, even like in my day to day. Like I realize, everybody don't have the same principles that I have, or people don't follow the same moral guidance that I do. But I don't feel like that's no reason to treat them any differently. And I expect what I expect from who I expect it from.
mm, okay, okay. I can respect that, man. Any gems or jewels or just last words you want to give to the audience before I let you go?
Um, Somebody said it in the chat, but I be preaching this all the time, man. Use your discernment. You know when something's not right for you or not right to you, and then protect your peace. But also be forgiving and have patience.
Patience is key.
Yeah.
Patience is key, man. Hey, appreciate you calling in, man. Def gonna have you back. Uh, hey, keep it live in the chat, bro. Love the support.
Most definitely. Appreciate the topics, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So that was DJ, Mr. Vernon, Mr. Davis Vernon, but we call him DJ. Anybody else want to call in, man? We talking about forgiveness. We talking about forgiveness, man. I not gonna lie, certain things I really struggle with forgiving. Cause I feel like I'm the type of person I feel like I don't do no wrong to nobody. So if you do something wrong to me, I take it very personal. So it's like I'll say I forgave you, then I get right back mad. So I have to forgive you again and keep doing it until but I don't know, man. But like DJ said, like I'm getting better with removing access. Like forgive you, but I'm removing access. But sometimes removing access things come with that. People will deem you an enemy because you won't let them be around you to mess them over. It's crazy. It's weird like that, but at the same time, man, we gotta let go of our negative people in our life because they can hinder us. But anyway, the lines are open. I would love for y'all to call in. I want to take at least two more calls, man. 601-336-2003. Check in with me. Tap in with me, man. See y'all in the chat. Yeah, forgiveness. Forgiveness. Everybody will have to forgive somebody at least once in their life, I would think. At least once, and things happen. Things happen, and it just depends on how we what point we are in our life. Depends on how we may move with that. Caught me in my early days, I probably didn't even care about forgiveness. But now I do because I understand how much it taints you. Like it takes away from you. It steals your joy. It ruins your day. even though they did you wrong, you living bad due to you always being mad, angry. It's just not a good state to be in. So you have to let it go. And that forgiveness can lead you down that path of letting it go. But yeah, where we at, man? Where the callers at, man? Y'all shy tonight? Y'all don't talk on weekdays? That's what it is? Kids still up. Y'all ain't put them kids to bed yet. That's what's going on. We can we understand. The baby can be in the background. We ain't tripping too hard. Let's see. But yeah, I will be doing my episodes now every Thursday. I'll make sure to make the next one a little bit longer. But I just wanted to see how people would tap in. You know, I know it get late. I know people be having to go to work on a weekday, so I'll just be there. But I see we got it. But yeah, somebody else call in, man. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We taking calls, man. We talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness. And like I said, at the end of each month, I will be going live with a politic edition, talking about politics and world events. And we definitely will have special guests. We have the Concerned Citizen is a special guest. We have Professor X. We have another young man that is very into the Democratic Party. He says he's a registered Democrat. So he drops a lot of knowledge. And also we got my homeboy John, which is a Trump supporter. So yeah, we turning up with the politics too. But this month, and I want to say the first week of next month too, we will be on forgiveness, and then after that we move into something else. But I wanted to start the year off with forgiveness. Man, y'all are really shy tonight. Y'all are really shy. I ain't know y'all was gonna be that shy. Like, okay. Can't make y'all call in, huh? Can't do that, huh? I done start coming too. Y'all like, oh, if I come in, he gonna know. He gonna say call. I feel you, but nah, man. I really hope y'all enjoyed it though. We definitely coming back. Make it a little bit longer, like I said. And we're gonna be on YouTube too. And the reason I'm streaming on YouTube is because, like on Facebook, I know you have to stay in the app to listen to the video. On YouTube, you ain't gotta stay in the app. You can minimize it and text or look at other things while you listening to me. So think about that too when you watching it. I'ma always drop the YouTube link in the chat. I always drop the YouTube link in the chat. But yeah. I'll wait around till about 9:30. If not, we'll get up out of here, man. But I enjoyed y'all. Short and sweet sometimes be cool too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, man. Let me see. Let me look around. Let me check out the YouTube chat. What the YouTube chat doing? We chilling in the YouTube chat, yeah. Is it still going? But yeah, man. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in, though. Got a lot more things to come. I added a lot of spiritual podcasts to these too. Like we got some spiritual ones coming up. We have some kinky ones coming up too. Yeah, that's gonna be exciting too. And I'm still, getting different ideas in for other episodes. Also, posting different types of content on my YouTube page. So make sure y'all follow, subscribe over there too. But yeah, man. We here. We here. We popped out for Thursday. It looked like it was a success. Like, yeah. I liked how everybody showed up, man. We gonna keep doing it. Do y'all like the Thursdays? Are Thursdays cool? Y'all messing with the Thursdays? 'Cause I felt like Saturdays everybody be trying to go out or but Thursday you can't really do too much on Thursday but look at your phone at 8:30. You know what I'm saying? Who not looking at their phone at 8:30? You looking at your phone, you chilling, you winding down, so I think it's the perfect time. It's the perfect time. And yeah. Also, yeah, if y'all know anybody that needs something promoted, send them my way. I'm definitely doing promotions, sponsors. I got a new computer, so I gotta add my I forgot to add my sponsors to this computer, so I gotta update that. But next stream I have my sponsors ready to go. Uh Anything else? I don't think so, man. Oh, we got a call. We got a call.
Call from.
King.
To
Oh.
accept, press 1.
Is that hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Is this the spokesman?
That's right, the one and
Man,
only.
it's the spokesman, man. What's up? We on the greatest podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and even TikTok if it don't get banned. What it do, man?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. Shoot, I'm back, baby. I'm back. I know everybody missed the spokesman, man. Shoot, the one that keep it live out here.
Hey, you keep it going in the chat, man. What it is, man? We 2025, bro. We just dropped the forgiveness podcast. They see you on the screen. They saw you on the screen a little bit. How you moving in 2025? Are you doing anything different this year?
Man, just taking it one day at a time. Um, and that's mainly it, man. I really can't speak for the future of what's going to happen, but anything I
Mm,
come across, just going to try to make peace with it the best way I know how.
yes, yes. And did you start this year off having to forgive anybody?
I really don't know, man, because,
Mm,
I mean, I try to, because forgiveness that's a huge part in our lives in today's time. Because um, we have a lot of hatred going on, man. It's like everywhere you turn, like everybody just mad. Like, what you mad at? I mean, whatever's on your mind, just get that out. Talk to somebody. It's okay.
so they just be mad.
Yeah. Well, it's like, man, just try to talk to somebody. I mean, whatever someone did to you, go to that person. Speak your piece in private. Let that be known. Hey, I'm sorry for how I did you.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of people not good at apologizing though. A lot of people don't. I don't think they like know how to apologize. Like it takes something out of them. It do something to them.
Because I think it makes us men get all emotional. Like the world see a man as we supposed to be strong. We supposed to be tough out here. Like we ain't supposed to show our deep feelings like that. I mean, but we can. We humans too. We humans just like females. So why can't men get all emotional? We can. And if somebody say different, hey, you wrong. Because I'm like,
Mm.
look, you have a red same blood in your body, right? Just like I do. You have one heart in your body, like I do. So what makes you different than me?
So
We
you
can be emotional creatures.
so you feel like men. The reason why men may not apologize as much is because we are viewed that'll be viewed as being too emotional. Or what you saying?
Well, I think when people look at a man trying to be emotional, it's like he's weak. People will view that person as he's lame, or he ain't got to be like that, or he's a simp, or he's a wimp. That is the case.
Okay. And have you experienced this in your life from trying to be like more emotional? or like be more in tune with your emotions? Have you experienced people judging you for that?
I think so because once a man experienced that for the first time, I think that does something to that individual. Like that
Mm,
person feel like, man, shoot, I don't even feel comfortable venting to nobody. I don't even feel comfortable
mm,
expressing how I feel because it just seems like this is what I'm going to expect.
yeah.
It's nothing but negativity.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of men say, "Don't tell your woman or your wife or your girlfriend everything, cause she gonna look at you different and throw it in your face." And I guess even if you trying to like express yourself of like, I feel like you hurt me, I come to somebody in that point as a man. Sometimes it may make you feel like you being too vulnerable in a minute. I just be like, man, you just being sensitive, you know?
Yeah, but in reality, ain't nothing wrong with that. See,
Mm,
if you have a woman in your life, it's okay to express and be emotional. Tell your woman how you really feel. So maybe she can help you somehow. Maybe she can talk things out to make you look at things in a better way, to help you look at things differently than the way you see things.
or
What you
do
think about that?
I mean, I think if you don't have that, then dang, that's gonna be a hard life for you because if you can't be soft with your woman, who can you be soft with? You know?
To nobody except your mom, I guess.
Yeah, your mama. And
Yeah,
that's if you got one. Everybody ain't got a mama.
that's it.
Everybody
That's
ain't
it.
got a mama. But I think okay, 2025. Do you Can you turn down the volume on your if you watching the live, turn down the volume because it's like coming through. You get what I'm saying?
Um,
It's making it
I
clash.
don't think I'm on the live now.
Okay. Maybe it seemed
I
like
just have my phone on speaker. That's it.
okay. It seemed like it stopped. Do you see yourself dating in 2025?
Yeah, that's hard because now I hear so much about the dating scene, about what women is after,
Mm,
and well, I would say yes, I would, but I'm kind of real scarceless about it because man, the majority of women they after like what can you offer them,
mm.
like can you better their lives, like if this woman try to talk to you, like what do you have to offer to her for her to be able to deal with a man like you? And if you don't have nothing to offer to her, then she don't want nothing to do with
Do
you.
you?
It just seems like now women they all about money. Ain't nothing wrong with money, but hey, if you had that type of mentality, it's like you ain't gonna never find nobody.
Mm. So I don't know. It's echoing though. Turn off your speakerphone. Maybe that's what it. Maybe it's the speakerphone, but it's echoing.
All right.
Do you think? Do you think that forgiveness play a role in your perspective on women? Like you have not forgave that person that. Well, I don't know if somebody hurt you, but maybe you've been hurt in the past, and that changed your perspective on women. Do you think that you're holding on to something that's what's blocking you from seeing women in a different light?
Yes, absolutely.
Mm.
And I say that because I was burned once in my life. And after me going through that, that's what made me look at women totally different.
Is that fair though to apply that hurt to all women though?
No, it's not fair to be honest with you. It's not, but it's like, see, once you go through that, it's like that's always gonna be in the back of your mind. Like, okay,
Yes.
what's this woman real agenda gonna be? Like, do she really want to be with me, or is she just playing with my emotions? Like you wouldn't know.
Mm. Do you test women?
To me, no. In the beginning, I'd be real genuine
Mm.
from the get go, and that's what I be saying. Like, hey, like if you not serious in the beginning with me,
Yeah.
like you ain't gotta talk to me. Just moving on to somebody else. Like, don't play with my emotions if you start talking to me.
Yeah. See, sometimes you might not see the red flags, right? So you gotta set up situations where red flags could come out sometimes, Or you have to vet her. You can't, uh, cause you being genuine not gonna make the other person genuine, So you gotta vet your partner sometimes. You gotta test them. I'm not saying play mind games with them, but you gotta, let them. You gotta see what they mind at. You feel me? Cause a lot of times they'll play the role, but then something that happen and they'll show their true colors, and you be like, dang. So vet them. I got a question in the chat though. She said, you don't have to be rich, but she just saying that. Khalil's just saying that. Well, we got a woman in the chat, young woman in the chat. She says, he said women. You said women always want money, right?
The majority of them, that's their real intentions.
Okay, and
Not all of them, but the majority of them is.
she say you don't have to be rich, but can you provide for me? How you feel about that comment?
Yes. See, men, most men, most good men that I know just want peace. Like they
Mm,
can they can do their part by supporting and providing, leading, all that. But it's just some women just don't appreciate that type of guy when they get it, especially when it's coming from a good guy.
yeah, and for me, bro, if a girl tell me, you ain't gotta be rich, but can you provide for me? I'ma feel away, bro. I'm gonna be like, what you mean? What you mean provide for you? Like you not working? Like what are you talking about? Like I don't know what that mean. What you mean? Like pay your bills, help you with the bills? Like what are you talking about? You know, uh, cause I truly believe, not trying to make this about relationships, but we trying to we trying to get the spokesman to one day be able to date again. That's my goal for one of my goals for 2025. But okay, if if I approach a girl and all I'm doing is jumping through hoops for her and she never jumped through no hoops for me, then I'm putting her too much on a pedestal, I believe. Like, nah, I need to bring you back down because it's like this equal opportunity. Like, it ain't all about you. It's about me too. Like, what you doing for me then? If I'm providing for you, sound like a lot. You know what I'm saying? I provide for my child, but providing for you, what you mean? What do that mean to you? If a girl say you don't have to be rich, but can you provide for me? What responsibility come with providing for a woman?
I feel like what you said. I would get a more understanding for what she's saying by what she meaning. Can you clarify that? Can you give me more understanding so we both can be on one accord when you bring up providing? Help me out, please. No, that's what I would say.
Yeah,
Because
Khalid.
everybody, because everybody providing may be totally different than what
Mm,
she thinks,
yeah,
than what this woman thinks.
yeah,
But I think too, like, man, if a woman likes somebody, like they will show it. It ain't gonna be no second guessing about it. The man would be able to know that within himself, like, oh yeah, she's really digging me. She really like me like that. If
she's
a woman is really interested,
she say, do I have to be the head of the household? Uh, okay, so I think Khalil's what okay, the hit, am I paying all the bills? Do I have to support your habits and mine? Uh, okay. Okay, how you feel about that? Like in a relationship, are you the head of the household? In a
Well, a
serious
man's
committed
role,
marriage, are you the head of the household?
well, yes. If we talking about marriage, then yes, the man should be the head of the household, always. But it's when two people marry, like it can go either way, like 50-40. We all heard the numbers like 80-20 and all that. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it can be either or. So it's like
Mm,
whatever works best for your household.
yeah,
If you fall
fair
short,
enough.
if the man falls short sometimes, hey, the woman pick up the slack if she can. You
There
don't
you
have to
go.
feel some sort of way about it. I mean, that's marriage. You help
There you
each other.
go.
And if the woman falls short, hey, it's the man's job to try to help and provide the best way he know how. So I just think in today, dating and marriage is not in its proper place today because we look at it as if it's not working out or we done, we want out. You can't have that sort of attitude like that, all because of this person lost their job or you may lost yours. I
Mm,
can't provide for you like that no more. So you trying to look for somebody else that's way better that can provide even more because you think the person that you're with, hey, he ain't trying or he ain't got it like that no more, like he used to. You can't have this sort of attitude because what you
mm,
expect, what you married this person for, it's gonna be tests and trials, right? You're gonna go through the ups and downs together in a marriage.
yeah,
I know for sure.
for sure. Like,
See, that's where you, but see, that's where you start off as friends. You get to know somebody. You get to see all of this, like the ups and the downs. Like what ticked this person off. What makes this person happy. If this person's sick, how you gonna react? Are you gonna be
mm,
there for that person? See, if you can't go through all of that in the beginning, how you expect to get married to this person and not go through it?
mm. So you just saying you want somebody that's gonna be with you through ups and downs, through the thick and thin. Like that's how it's supposed to be. Um, Kalia is saying, "Am I the only one paying all the bills? Do I have to support your habits and mine?" Kalia, damn, you got habits? Oh, I guess anybody got. Okay, paying if you a woman paying all the bills, to me that's crazy. To me, handling all the family finances. That's a good one though,
Mm-hmm.
because some men believe in just giving a woman a check, but the woman handles all the bills and paying of things and all of that. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that'll be a good topic. I'm gonna have to make this a topic. But back to you, man. Forgiving though, forgiving. How long has it been since you dated?
Oh man, this was May of 2022.
So about two. Oh,
That,
you running like a year and a half.
man, that seemed like a good little while, huh?
Yeah, yeah. To not date nobody. Like you wasn't entertaining nothing after that.
Well, I came across some, but it was just I was the one showing showing that I was interested, but I guess the woman had fell off with me because I
Mm,
don't know why. I mean, maybe I'm weird or just something about me that ain't right. So it's like, I hear women say, hey, they want a good man, and I'm like, what is your definition of a good man? Like, if a woman say that to me, like, what's your definition?
mm.
And then they tell me, and then it's like, man, okay, I hear you saying it, but are you truly ready for it?
Man, I just
You
got.
talking, you talking about it, are you talking about it out your mouth? But in my mind, like the way that she's saying it, I already know you ain't ready as you think you are. Because when problems start coming up, you just gonna run away. You just gonna dish out and run.
And I think that's the part that's blocking you, because it sounds like from what you're saying, you may have been abandoned by in your last relationship. So now you look forward to anybody who you get with doing you the same way.
Well, see, it ain't just that, man. Like there was one, I think it was not too long ago. Like I was showing I was interested, went out to get a smoothie, start talking, getting to know one another. Okay, that's cool. All right. Then it got to the point that about a week later that, hey, well, shoot, I'm really digging this woman. Well, let me go ahead and let's try to set up another date by me taking her out to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, did that. I paid for everything. She didn't have to pay for nothing. So then that's when she hit me with, well, I only see you as a friend. Okay,
Oh,
cool. All right.
yeah. Yeah.
See stuff like that. So it's not that I don't give women a chance because I do. Any woman that come across in my life, I'm just gonna be myself. You should always be yourself regardless. Don't try to change yourself for nobody. So
Facts.
it's either
Facts.
she's going to like you and accept you for you or not.
Mm. It's a healing journey, bro. You on your healing journey. Um, but you gotta take some accountability of the blocks you putting up for yourself. Or not take acknowledge the blocks you putting up for yourself, or the barriers, or the guard. Like your guards are really up. Dang, you got me wanting to do an experiment with you. like like I wanna might have to do a little call in game show with the spokesman, man. See if we can find somebody, man. But nah, I get it though, like being hurt like that, man, I know it do a number on you. Like I done seen people get cheated on, bro, and they never recovered. Like they never recovered from it. Like they lost all of their confidence. They lost, I don't know, like it's just like they lost belief in themselves, and they just they say for the love of the spokesman.
Well, because you got to think too. Because you got to think like, you see, this is real life. So
It's
in my
real life.
situation, see, I mean, we all have sorts of bills in our names that we got to pay for.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to let nobody come in into my world, and I mean, and just to mess things up. Like, cause I'm like, look,
Mm-hmm.
I got everything in my name over here. So if we gonna make this work, hey, I need to know. We need to have that sort of understanding that hey, we can work on this together.
Yeah.
Cause I don't want to ruin my credit, and then you out here doing something else behind my back,
Mm-hmm.
and then now I got to make a lot of rearrangements because of what this woman doing. Because I'm like, no, see, I don't want that to happen. Like, that's what I'm saying. Come real genuine in the beginning, like I am. If you don't be hiding stuff from me, then, hey, we'll go a long way. Like, how hard is that?
I say, just like DJ said, he can forgive people with not allowing them access to him, right? I feel like, well, I ain't gonna say I feel like, but I believe you could do that in a way too. Like, let's say you talking to a woman, okay, don't allow her all access to what you got, but just access of some of your time when you're willing, or when y'all agree to give each other time. And it could be right, it could stay right there, and learn, get used to the conversations with her, see what her mind at, ask her questions about whatever you worried about. If y'all want to talk about credit, if y'all want to talk about the future plans, like it don't gotta be all or nothing. Like it can start off with spoon feeding, so where y'all just spending time, and you are you the type of dude, or well, I ain't gonna say type of dude because women do this too. Are you the type of person that only talk to one person at a time?
Well, it really don't matter to me.
Okay.
Like, it's either or. But see, I don't rush into getting relationships. I like to get to
Okay.
know people and be friends with them.
Yeah.
That's just me now. But as this keep going on, it's like, hey, they just run away. Like, I
Hmm.
don't understand why. Like, what is it about me? Like, is it the way I talk on it? Do I sound aggressive or something? Let me
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. You
I can be
def
wrong at times
you
too, right?
the spokesman definitely be sounding like he'll choke out or something. But but look, I think that's a part of the forgiveness, though. I think that's a part of the
Right.
forgiveness, bro. You gotta let go of that hurt, because I think it come out sometimes. Like say if you dating somebody, I think you're I think you're dating them from the place of hurt. Like if they do something, you're not responding to what they did. You responding to what your ex did through to them though. if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like you're
Yeah.
treating them like it's your ex doing it, but it's them. It's a clean slate, and you may be making things bigger than they are when you respond to them because you coming from a place of hurt.
Yeah, I gotta admit, man, you're right.
Yeah, man, you rocking, bro. You the spokesman. I'm the rebuttal, bro. You rocking with me. I'm rocking with you, bro. These are these are valuable conversations me and you be having, bro. Cause you gonna say how you feel, and I respect it. I respect it. I
I mean,
respect
you
it.
got to. I mean, got to, man. The raw, uncut version.
Yes. Well, that's why we call you the spokesman, bro. You gonna say you gonna say it. You gonna say
Man,
it.
the one and only, man. Shoot, the spokesman, baby. You hear what I'm talking about, man? The spokesman on the scene.
Man, let's get it. Anything you wanna leave us with before I let you go?
Yes. Let's try to make 2025 more forgiving and a happy place in our lives somehow. If anybody did anything that you know, please try to fix it. Call that person, tell that person how you feel, and get that weight off your shoulders somehow.
Mm.
Pray to God about it to help you. And that's all I got to say.
Facts, bro. I love when you call in, bro. You always bringing the energy. You always bringing the energy. You'll always be a spot on here for you, bro. Just know that. Look, this month forgiveness, man. We on that. We on that. We gonna continue the conversation next week. Hope you can catch it. Thank you for calling in, bro. And we are going to help the spokesman. The chat. You are the spokesman, right? But I'm giving you the chat, bro. I feel like you put the energy in the chat, so you are the chat. When we say the spokesman, you the spokesman of the chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you take that badge, bro. But I'll be back at you, bro. Thank you for calling in. We gonna get the spokesman dating in 2025, bro.
Okay, hoorah. I'm with it.
There you go, man. There you go, man. But all right, man. Stay up, bro.
All right.
That was the spokesman, man. What am I doing? I got like cheers and stuff. I ain't even been doing that. That's crazy. I forgot, bro. Yeah, we bringing cheers in. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying, DJ. Comparing potential partners to your previous relationship and holding them to those standards, like you hold. Yeah, I think he is definitely holding them accountable for his ex. But we gonna work with him. We gonna work with him. You know what I'm saying? We got Khalil in the chat. She telling them to date everybody. But we gonna get the spokesman healed up in 2025, man. We gonna patch him up, send him out there, and find him a good Christian woman. You feel me? A good Christian Bible reading, Wednesday and Sunday church going woman. We gonna get that for him. I feel like he deserved that, man. He a hard working man. Uh, but forgiveness though. Like the spokesman just came up here. He was vulnerable about forgiveness. He still has a barrier in his life when it comes to dating due to probably still holding on to the hurt of his past relationship. DJ, he was vulnerable. He talked about not wanting to continue or even build a relationship with his father due to him protecting his peace. Gotta respect that. Gotta respect that. Gotta respect that. Does anybody else want to call in, man? I'll take I'll take one or two more calls if y'all want to call in. I know y'all shy though. I know y'all shy. It's 10 o'clock on the Thursday. I know how it go. Yeah, yeah. But we going up, man. Put the kids to bed and let's talk podcast. We going up for 2025. We gotta go viral. I don't know when the moment coming, but it's coming. I feel it. We going viral. One day we gonna look up. It's gonna be 100 people in the chat, bro. Right now it's real intimate. 100 people still probably intimate to me, but we gonna get there. We gonna get there. I'm loving it. I'm loving the return, man. It feel good to be back. Feel good to be back, getting in the groove, testing things out. Gotta remember to turn my phone off when I'm on the chat so it won't ring through the mic. It's crazy. It hit different. But yeah, we gonna do that. We gonna get that done. Y'all stay on the lookout. We might do a For the Love of the Spokesman. I might have to do that. We might have to do a speed dating ordeal for the spokesman, man, because we gotta get them up and running for 2025, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the bro. Can't have them out here like that, man. Like, yeah, like DJ said, accountability all 2025. Starting off with forgiveness. But yeah, think I'm gonna end it, man. 10 o'clock. I don't think nobody else gonna call in. But thank y'all. I'll wait till 10:01. But thank y'all for tuning in, man. It was a pleasure, an honor. Yes. Yes. I'm go as hard as I can for y'all this year. Do I have any more updates coming up? Oh, I am on Spotify. So another thing is I am going to start posting old episodes on Spotify, and there will be a point to where the podcast will come out on Spotify before it come out on Facebook. So if y'all ain't got Spotify, download it. It's free. Spotify. And type in Put the Kids to Bed and Let's Talk. We on the y'all see the sign right here on the screen. Put the kids to bed and let's talk on air. That is the digital image you will see on Spotify to let you know that it's me if you look me up. So we gonna be doing that, man. We going hard for 2025. It's just the beginning, first podcast. I'm proud of it. Hope y'all loved it. We'll be back. Well, we got 10 o'clock. I said 10:01. I'll wait. We probably got like 30 seconds if somebody else want to call in. If not, we definitely rooting for you. Oh, hey, spokesman. I think Khalil. She see your pain, bro. She want to heal you, bro. I think Khalil want to heal you, bro. She maybe we'll get you and Khalil on the phone next week, and she can talk to you. I think she want to help you out. Man. We'll talk about it. But that's all I have. We'll be back next Thursday. And then next Thursday we'll be back, and the Saturday of next weekend we will be doing Put the Kids to Bed and Let's Talk Politics. And we'll have a couple special guests calling in talking about Trump's inauguration. Hope I said that right. The TikTok ban, the California wildfires, and whatever else happens in between that time. We'll be talking about it next Saturday. Thank y'all for watching. I'm the Rebuttal. See y'all on the next